In medieval times, this Cambridgeshire town was on the Isle of Ely, a patch of high ground amid miles of watery fenland. Slowly the impassable landscape was conquered using ditches and pumps that were powered by wind and then diesel engines. The name Ely comes from eels, and for hundreds of years this creature was the backbone of the economy and diet. Let's explore the best things to do in Ely. Number 1. Ely Cathedral. An intoxicating blend of Romanesque and decorated Gothic architecture, Ely's inspiring cathedral was begun in 1080 and completed towards the end of the 14th century. This monument owes its greatest feature to a catastrophe. In 1322, while the magnificent Lady Chapel was being built, the Norman Central Crossing Tower collapsed. Number 2. Oliver Cromwell's house. One of the defining figures of English history, Oliver Cromwell, lived in Ely from 1638 to 1646. He came here after inheriting a 16th century house, also known as St. Mary's Vicarage. Apart from Hampton Court Palace, this is the only Cromwell residence still standing. The oldest part of this half-timbered house dates right back to 1215. Number 3. Stained Glass Museum. The UK's only museum for stained glass can be found in the cathedral's South Triforium Gallery. This captivating exhibition maps the history of stained glass over 800 years, shedding light on the skills involved in its production. You'll discover the secrets and savoir-faire of this ancient craft and see how the techniques and styles changed. Number 4. Ely Museum. The building housing Ely Museum is part historic and part modern. The older wing is a two-story stone and brick construction that stood as the Bishop of Ely's jail in the 17th century. The permanent exhibition is in 9 galleries, with tableaus and artifacts charting the natural formation of the Fens, as well as their human history via the Bronze Age, Romans, Saxons, Victorian times, and the 2 World Wars. Number 5. Ely Riverside. The loveliest place in Ely to amble aimlessly, the city's riverside on the Great Ouse has a long path by the water. This is partly shaded by willows, and in summer an endless flow of narrowboats and pleasure yachts drifts past. As we'll see below, there's an antique center and major arts venue on the waterfront, but also lots of places to drink, dine or grab a cup of tea and a treat, and ponder the river. Number 6. Jubilee Gardens. A pretty way to get from the riverside to the city center, Jubilee Gardens opened in 2002 to celebrate the Queen's Golden Jubilee, and has been awarded the Green Flag since 2005. Check out the striking sculpture of an eel by one of the benches. This is one of a few installations around Ely to celebrate its traditional eel-catching trade. Number 7. Wicken Fen National Nature Reserve. The 628-acre Ramsar wetland at Wicken Fen is a rare chance to see what the region's countryside looked like before it was drained and cultivated. This invaluable natural space, one of the most important wetlands in Europe, is mostly owned by the National Trust and is a national nature reserve. Number 8. River Cruises. From the beginning of March to the end of September, you visit the riverside to board the Liberty Bell for a peaceful 30-minute cruise on the River Great Ouse. These trips depart close to the Maltings, a Victorian-era brewhouse turned performing arts center. Number 9. Cherry Hill Park. Also known simply as Ely Park, this green space continues across Broad Street from Jubilee Gardens. Here, among the giant mature trees, there are unbroken views of the cathedral. Keep an eye out for the reproduction of an eel hive, a tunnel-like implement to catch eels in the fens. This is one of 18 stops on an eel trail that has been plotted by the town. Number 10. Waterside Antique Center. Inside this cavernous Georgian malthouse are more than 65 antiques dealers. Their stock is highly diverse, and rummaging through the stalls you'll find traditional farm tools, porcelain, silverware, historic weapons, ephemera like matchboxes and postcards, vintage clothing, military medals, antique glass and distinguished furnishings from grandfather clocks to armoires. Hope you like this video. For more videos, please subscribe to our channel.